The history of the saxophone invention and early development, 1840s. The saxophone was invented in the early 1840s by Adolphe Sax, a Belgian instrument maker, flautist and clarinetist. Sax aimed to create an instrument that would bridge the gap between woodwinds and brass instruments, combining the power of brass with the expressiveness of woodwinds. In 1846, he patented the saxophone family in Paris. His patent included 14 types of saxophones, ranging from sopranino to subcontrabass, though only a few became standard. Sax designed the instrument with a single reed mouthpiece, like a clarinet, a conical brass body, and tone holes covered by pads, giving it a unique tone, rich, flexible, and powerful. The saxophone in classical and military music, mid-late 19th century. After its invention, the saxophone found early use in French military bands, which were modernizing their sound. Adolphe Sax's collaboration with French composers, such as Hector Berlioz, helped promote the instrument's expressive range. The saxophone entered conservatories like the Paris Conservatoire, but it struggled to gain a firm place in orchestras. Classical composers such as Bizet, Ravel, and Debussy occasionally used it for special colors, but it remained rare in symphonic music. The saxophone in jazz and popular music, early 20th century. The saxophone's major breakthrough came not in classical music, but in jazz and popular music. Around 1910-1920, the instrument was adopted by New Orleans jazz bands, fitting perfectly with jazz's improvisational and expressive style. By the swing era, 1930s, 1940s, saxophones, especially the alto and tenor, became central to big bands led by artists like Duke Ellington, Count Basie, and Benny Goodman. Famous jazz saxophonists like Coleman Hawkins, Lester Young, and later Charlie Parker, bebop era, revolutionized the way the instrument was played, virtuosic, emotional, and highly personal. Post-war expansion and new styles, 1950s, 1970s. The saxophone became a defining sound in rock and roll, e.g., King Curtis, Clarence Clemons with Bruce Springsteen, R&B and soul, e.g., Junior Walker, cool jazz, hard bop, and free jazz movements, artists like John Coltrane, Sonny Rollins, or Ornette Coleman. During this era, the saxophone also gained popularity in school bands, marching bands, and solo performance, making it one of the most widely taught wind instruments. The saxophone today. Today the saxophone is a fixture across musical genres. Jazz and classical remain its strongest traditions, with performers like Branford Marsalis, Kenny G and John Hull keeping the instrument in the spotlight. It is also used in pop, funk, electronic and film music, often symbolizing energy, romance or intensity. Modern composers continue to write concertos and chamber works for the saxophone, expanding its technical and emotional possibilities. The saxophone family. The most common members of the saxophone family today are soprano saxophone, B-flat, alto saxophone, E-flat, tenor saxophone, B-flat, baritone saxophone, E-flat. Less common ones include the bass, contrabass, and sopranino saxophones. Legacy. Adolphe Sax's creation has endured as one of the most expressive and versatile instruments ever made. From concert halls to jazz clubs, and from military bands to pop stages, the saxophone continues to evolve. Its voice instantly recognizable, its history deeply woven into the fabric of modern music.